Action. Wow, here we are again.
Yeah, round 2.
Yeah.
How's it feel to be the first, repeat guest?
First repeat guest.
You're
what
the
an
first
honor.
repeat.
I feel honored to be a part of it. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Been a part of every one, pretty much. I mean, except the...
Yeah, you've been producing these things.
Yeah.
Man. You can add, podcast producer to your list of things you've done now.
Just add it to the list, right?
Yeah.
You can hear me talking in the background of pretty much every podcast.
It's not like
edit it out later. Like, Eric, stop talking, dude.
It's not like the one where Ralph was just playing bass.
Just at
the end of your first one, there's just Ralph
you can hear it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the podcast, or I haven't listened to ours.
Yeah. That one's on Spotify now, man. So it's just been
awesome.
A crazy learning curve, on how to do all this.
Yeah, I'm
It's
glad
not
you
like
got the
playing
video
music.
involved. I can imagine we're gonna look back on this one, and in 5 or 6 video podcasts, and be
wow.
oh damn, we've really improved. But,
yeah, we'll get a longer one of these.
Yeah,
one.
But it's cool that you're doing it. I mean, without just kind of winging it.
Yeah,
I feel like
no video experience.
I feel like so many people feel limited, not just in recording a video or something, but just recording albums too.
Yeah.
I don't have the right gear. Oh, I really need this guitar.
Yeah.
I really need the right preamps and stuff. So that having that limitation in your head, you just end up not even recording or doing anything, but you're just whatever, let's just do it. I don't really know what I'm doing.
I'll figure it out. Yeah,
but I don't care. And you're recording stuff. And then you're just putting it out super fast. And that's what it's about, dude.
What was the first piece of gear you got?
First piece of gear was
yeah. Tell me the first piece of gear, your first guitar or whatever, crappy piece of gear. But then the first real thing, you're like, oh shit, this is nice gear. Yeah.
The first piece of gear was this karaoke machine that recorded to cassette tape, and I figured out how to record onto it. And I had that when I was 10 years old.
Oh,
and
man.
The way you recorded to it was just through a mic. But when you played it back, it added all this horrible vibrato to the tape because it was just fucked up. But so everything would be ding, and it sounded horrible. But
oh man,
that was the first recording gear.
And you were playing guitar and everything?
Yeah, I was just playing guitar into it.
Yeah.
Didn't
Pop
really
punk?
No. It was I would record these tapes, and just little riffs that I was writing and stuff like that, and I don't know where they went. I gave them to my dad for his birthday, and I think it's somewhere.
He's great. That's all I need is more footage of you.
Yeah. Right. No. It was cool. That was the first recording gear, and then the first actual piece of I guess professional gear, if you even call it that, is probably the Avalon over there, which is a pretty nice preamp. It has an EQ in it and a compressor, and you pretty much stick anything into that thing. I still use it a ton. I have some other stuff too, but not much. I mean, that's as far as I've got. I got that thing 4 years ago.
Wow.
Probably. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Where are you looking to upgrade now? Do you feel like you need to upgrade your gear at all?
I'm not trying to upgrade at all. I think I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you've gotten really comfortable.
Yeah. I don't think you need too. I don't think I need too much more. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel I don't know. It could get distracting the more you want gear, but it is addicting once you get into that world of gear and recording gear. It never ends, But you kind of have to resist at a certain point. And be I can make a great record with what I have.
Totally.
With just the instruments in this room and recording gear. You have everything you need. So it's really up to you to get the songs written and get them recorded.
Sometimes the limitation is really valuable.
Yeah.
I'm limited, and that's what was the joy of working on Anglo, or even Call Me. When we did Call Me with Rado, we only had the 12 tracks, and when we did the first, I think we only had 8 tracks. So it's that's it. We really don't have much more room to put background vocals to do all this.
Because it was just the 12 tracks onto tape, right?
That's it.
I mean, Yeah, we had to like.
And like a lot of those tracks get taken up by drums. Like drums take up like at least 2 or 3.
I think it was 3 mics, so there's 3 tracks gone, and then we did.
You gotta do bass.
Yeah.
Drums or guitars.
Saxophone.
It gets full quick.
Yeah.
Like, I guess we got like 1 for vocals.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Maybe we can try and make something else happen.
I guess there's a way you could like. This is more technical for like tape people, but you bust it out into 1 track and then you have free up. I don't know how to.
You have to like mix as you go along.
Yeah.
It's like you have to get a mix and then drop, because I know that's like what the Beatles did.
Yeah, they recorded Sgt. Pepper on a 4-track, so like I guess they were bussing out 4 tracks at a time back into 1, and then freeing up 3 more tracks, and then tracking over those and bussing them out again.
Mixing along the way.
It's crazy.
It's just mixing the whole time.
Just have a crazy team of engineers doing that for you is pretty convenient.
I guess just having the greatest studio. Yeah. No, totally.
Yeah.
But, oh, man. I watched Paul McCartney Wings 1976 the other day on YouTube. It was like a tour documentary thing.
Yeah.
It's
I think I've seen some of that.
It's so good. I rewatched it, and there's like a scene that I posted on my Instagram.
Mariachi scene?
Yeah. I'm like hitting the fucking piñata and shit.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Yeah, his like 31st birthday or something.
I love it. It's so good. Cool. And like, his voice just sounded so good then.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah, that was just like 76 was.
It was so dialed. Yeah. It's like the best voice.
And like touring like crazy, so your voice is like so strong. There's like a nice part of like a long tour where your voice just gets like
dialed in.
Perfect.
Really?
And then there's like another wave at the second half of the tour where you're like, I'm running out of breath.
Yeah, you there's a threshold, right? You hit like your peak, and then like your voice starts to get worn. You hit a peak and then it
starts to get worn, and then you're like, I'm not talking all day today.
It's a sensitive.
Don't talk to me today.
The voice is an instrument. It's a very sensitive instrument.
Yeah, and you can blow it out, man.
Yeah. So
I scream like during the show.
Yeah,
so.
You have to.
Yeah.
You give it your all. You know.
The whole screaming thing like came from a shitty PA.
Oh,
we had a really bad PA, and so we couldn't hear ourselves.
You just had
in my high school band
power through it.
So just like that's how I learned how to
that's
sing.
How you got
through screaming. Yeah,
that's cool.
What were your high school bands like?
High school, I was in a few different bands. They were like, I think it was me on guitar, keyboard, bass, and drums. Mm-hmm. A couple like mostly the same guys. A couple substitute things, but the first setup was like me and my buddy who had a drum set, and we
that's
were just
always
like
the thing. It's like, well, that guy has a kit.
Yeah, so
he's the one with the kit.
He was down the street from me, and I'd bring my guitar amp down there and like started writing songs there, and then eventually we added a key player and a bass player.
That's awesome.
I was really tight with the bass player. Like we would come up with all these like Zeppelin style riffs, and like with the type of riffs where the guitar and bass are playing the exact same notes,
riff,
you know, with like the occasional super like pentatonic kind of riffs.
Totally.
Super fun though, and just put like a fat drum beat over it. Like I still have some of the recordings. There are actually some pretty cool riffs in there that I like. So like a lot of it was that once we added a key player, like the dynamic shifted a little bit.
Yeah.
I think our band name for a second was like Erich Tomkinson and the Killer Horses.
There you go.
Which was crazy.
There you go.
I think we were the Cicadas for a while, and then
where did you guys gig?
Yeah, we would play like we played a couple bars like around Carlsbad and stuff. Yeah, it was complicated though because you had to be 21 to go in. So like there were certain shows where they would only let you in the back door and like you would be escorted to the stage.
Yeah.
And like the bouncers just like watching and making sure like you come straight off that stage and straight outside. Like
that's so crazy. So that's like so insane because I also did that when I was like 19. Like I'd play Whiskey Richards in Santa Barbara and the guy would be like escorting me. I'm like, I'm not a kid. But I'm not like 21. Like this is bad.
Yeah, it's a confusing time.
Yeah. 18 to 21 trying to play it like at a bar is like tough.
Yeah. But it was fun.
That's awesome.
Fun. Stuff like that. We played like Battle of the Bands and stuff in high school, in the high school gym.
That's cool.
Yeah. Random.
Did you play the quad?
Yeah, the quad.
The quad. Yeah. That was the big show, the coveted show.
Yeah, playing the quad.
We did it my freshman year, and that was like it.
Like outdoor?
Yeah, during lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Best crowd.
It was always full. It was always full, yeah. We also played this like cheerleader competition.
What? Like, cheerleading competition?
Yeah, like with all the... And they needed a
band.
What
were the motives behind that?
Some guy offered us like I think like $100 or something, and that was my first ever show. Was a cheerleading competition. I was like behind the drums, and I was just like so afraid, because it was full of parents like watching these cheerleaders do the competition. And
you were playing drums.
I was playing drums, and I was just like freaked out. Yeah. And then I just hit we covered Rebel Yell by Billy Idol. Just a couple 14-year-old kids playing. And so as soon as I hit the cymbal, like all my like anxieties and fears went away.
You like
and I
entered
think
the zone.
I think that happened in real life too. Like for all facets of my life, because I like talked in class more. I got more confident for some reason, which is really
after that
weird.
point.
As soon as I hit that cymbal, and I realized, everything's fine.
Yeah,
I'm just playing the show. I was like able to talk in class. I was able to talk to people.
Really,
and it was so weird.
That was like the defining moment.
Yeah, because other than that, I like kept to myself. I didn't talk to anyone. I was really quiet.
Yeah,
I had like one friend.
Wow. So like after that, you like completely opened up.
It was insane.
So you were super nervous for the show, and then like you did it,
especially
and you're like,
sitting behind there and like,
yeah, and then you did it, and you're like, back. That wasn't a big deal. That wasn't that big of a
deal. Like, so like talking in class wasn't a big deal.
Wow.
Like talking to people wasn't a big deal.
That's pretty cool.
That was insane.
I feel like for a lot of people, it's a long transitionary period where it's like several events have to happen before you start opening up socially and all that. But that's cool that you like know exactly. You're like, it wasn't a big deal. Like,
not
what's
bad.
The problem?
Yeah. Well, then the next problem was like not messing up. Because I would mess up every show when I was 14 all the way until now. Just like every show, there's like a big mess up where I'm just like, I just stop playing and I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So that was a big learning curve. Like,
yeah.
What was your first show?
Oh man. First show, I think it was probably for like our drummer's dad's friend's like house party or something.
Oh, cool.
Like in the backyard.
Yeah.
And it was like a paid gig, and we just learned a bunch of songs, like a 2-hour set kind of thing.
Cool.
And actually the first one I'm remembering now, it was at this place. It was like a bar and grill type of place in Carlsbad. It was called Dankies. And I was like, we were like 14. It was me, another guy on bass, another guy on drums, same guys, and we're all on the back patio, and just playing for like all these people, just eating dinner and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's actually footage of this. I think I found it recently, and I posted some of it. But yeah, it's like on these cassette tapes.
That's insane.
And we actually put a tip jar out, and like we actually made like $400. First gig I ever played, and not that we were really good. It's just like we were really young
and cute, and
like but at the time money. Like maybe like I don't need college. I don't. Need I'm never gonna have like a normal job.
I'll just keep doing this.
I'll just keep doing this because this must be a normal thing. But like,
as you got older, and
as I got older, that is a fucking rare thing to get paid $400 for a gig.
Even today, now, it's hard to get $400.
We just got that in tips. Like,
and dibs.
Yeah. Oh man, that was
to be young and cute again. Man.
If only. Yeah. And we played that same gig again, like several months later, and this time I added people to the band and stuff.
Yeah.
One of the guys. We were like 15, but he already had facial hair.
Ooh.
And we did not make any tips.
Ooh.
Because, these guys are old now.
Not good.
I swear that was the reason, dude.
Damn.
Like, everyone's like, okay. Like, these guys, they're not the young kids anymore. Like,
they get shit. They can work. They're 16.
Yeah.
That's crazy. One time we played Giovanni's in Isla Vista, and it was packed, right? We're like, wow, this is crazy, and we're playing, and we're like, wow. And I was like, wow, that was so cool. Everyone was just like watching us, and Tommy was just like, yeah, did you see the Laker game was on behind us? The TV was on the whole time.
Like, they weren't so interested.
They cheered
for like, my chorus, like, perfectly timed. Like.
They like cheered for like the opening riff. Like I thought the opening riff was sick, but like
not that sick.
It's no, like, the Laker game. I told
you that bridge was sick.
I told you it was sick, dude. Like,
I knew we should have left that part in. Like, no, dude, the Laker game was playing behind you. That's why.
Legit, the Laker game was on, and I was like, oh. Not good. This is how that show went. My buddy Michael asked me, hey man, do you want to play this show? I was like, yeah, I'll play by myself or something. I saw that there was a bunch of people there. I went back to Tommy's. I was like, yo man, there's a bunch of people at Giovanni's right now. Let's go play this. Let's go rock this show. They're, okay, so we all got our stuff. And yeah. They were just watching the Laker game.
Dude, that's great.
Yeah. Our set ended before the game ended though. So that was good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude.
So... yeah, so we got your record or our record coming out.
Yeah,
we got the mixes. We're gonna listen to. We should actually listen to them.
We're gonna listen to some mixes tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get something done.
What's the plan though?
Say
they're done, get them mastered, then shop it around.
Yeah. I'm trying to talk to managers right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully another tour comes together. It's just like all this stuff that it's like the only thing I can control. Like we were just talking to Ryan Pauly about like touring and stuff like that. The only thing I can control as far as like getting on support tours is just getting the record done. That's like my only job is to get this record done and like try and get a manager and hopefully they can help me out and like map out like a direction of where this record's gonna go. But
the main thing
that we can control is to mix it and then master it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited.
That's awesome.
I think we did a good job.
And your last time we talked, you said you were writing, and it sounds like you're almost done.
Yeah, I'm about halfway done.
Yeah,
with the next record. I'm planning of doing like a week with Brian Starley.
Yeah,
we're just gonna Airbnb a house and like record for a week.
Do you know where? Like in Joshua Tree?
Yeah, Joshua Tree, something like anywhere. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
As long as we can like drive to it, drive all the gear there.
Yeah. Set
up like a control room in like one of the bedrooms, and then run the mics out to like the living room. Yeah. Right? And then have the drums. Probably something with like high ceilings and like we can experiment and stuff. Brian, he's an amazing engineer as far as like mic placement and getting the right sounds. Like so like, and he loves that part of it. And I don't necessarily
I want to
like that part. I mean, I do. I do like the recording side and like the experimentation, but I like just writing the songs mostly. Totally. And like I just want things to work and sound good. Yeah. But like he loves to like tweak things and make it, if I for me by myself, like if it's there, it's there, Yeah. I'm not going to spend hours like trying different mic positionings. Totally. And like I'd like to be a little more efficient than that. So like between him and I working together, I think we could get a lot of stuff done in that week. Yeah. So I'm hoping to finish all the tracking on it in that week, like probably in March. Cool. Do something like that. And then obviously he could mix it afterwards pretty fast or mix as he's going. Yeah. But yeah, that's the plan.
How many tracks do you have?
It'll probably be about 9 tracks. Yeah.
And you've written all 9, just like half baked.
Yeah, I would say the lyrics are like the most undone thing. Yeah. That'll come last.
That's pretty good then.
Yeah. Structurally, like there's a few songs that I've been sitting on for a while. Yeah. That didn't probably like I didn't finish before the last record that I put out, the Cactus What You Peach album. There's like some catalog songs from there from that era that I could redo and like make really cool. That's awesome. For some reason didn't make the cut or didn't get finished in time for the last one. So there's always those floating songs. I know you have songs like that too. Yeah. Like, I always like the song Middle of the Night.
Yeah, I've been sitting on that one for a while.
Yeah, I love that song.
I know.
We should record that.
I know.
Like, I love that song.
At New Year's Eve, we just did a live version of Kyoto 74. That sounds very cool. Really? Yeah, I want to record it now.
That's off Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah.
I forget. Is that the one with like the droney like
bing bing bing
with
bing,
like the like the submarine clock like okay, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that one's cool.
It sounds really cool live.
It's got a vibe.
It has a serious vibe.
Nice.
And I'm considering buying Joey's jazz chorus off him because of the vibe alone.
For that song alone.
Because, like, I love my twin reverb, but it's getting so big.
Yeah, I think it's a beast, man.
It's just like, and it takes up so much space in the van, and the jazz chorus is loud as hell. The chorus sounds good. I could take out the chorus on my pedal board, so now that frees up space on the pedal board. It's just so much better.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. I mean,
it's just a little box.
You don't. Yeah, I mean, you don't need the big amps anymore for what we do, because you're playing venues. And it's the guitars are mic'd up 90% of the time through the PA. So it's more about getting the right tones and if you like a chorus or tremolo from it.
It sounds amp, nice and warm versus like now that I listen to the chorus on my pedal, I'm just like, oh, dude, it sounds like so digital and bad and not great and not from the 80s.
Yeah. No, I think it's good to switch it up sometimes. Yeah. As far as gear, because I get bored sometimes of certain gear. I have a keyboard that I fell in love with. It's like this Yamaha something. Yeah. It's that white one. I use it all over my Dot Plaza Industria album. And now I'm struggling to use it because it's like, oh, I used that same tone on that song.
It sounds so much like your last project.
I already used that tone on the song, and it's so present in that song. Like it's hard to use it again. In my mind, I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't even notice. But yeah, so like it's good to have change out gear from time to time. Like, but there is that sentimental value to it too that you want to hold on to. Like, oh, I did this tour with this twin reverb amp.
Totally.
Like, I did so many tours with, like, oh man, I gotta hold on to it forever.
I might hold on to that thing forever. I don't know.
I know,
it's so big and it sounds so good still. Like,
but sometimes it's good to switch stuff out, I think.
I agree. Yeah. So that's so crazy, man. Are you gonna try and tour at all?
I would love to.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to do like some similar run, probably like from like Seattle, Portland,
back down.
Do that like that whole.
That's
run.
Such a fun run.
Yeah,
like it's so
similar
fun.
to like the one we did with the Orwells. That was a fun one.
Yeah,
but that's like such a quick run. Like you can do it in a week. You know,
you can definitely do it in a week, and it's like. That's so fun. That's like serious cakewalk shit now. I feel like I'm a serious road dog now.
Yeah.
And it's just so fun. Like even compared to like doing, going up the East Coast, and you're hitting like the Carolinas, which is really fun too. But like there's nothing like just hitting Seattle, Portland,
San
Francisco, Santa Cruz, San Luis Obispo, Santa Barbara, like
LA, San Diego,
like
lots of good venues.
You can really hit California hard.
Yeah.
Where it's not like that. It's like you hit Raleigh, Durham, Asheville is like super west, so that's super out of the way, but it's a really cool city. I think isn't it Angel Olsen from Asheville?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember. But then you work your way up to Richmond, Virginia, which we had a great show in there, and it's fun, but it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah. Plus it's far.
And it's
it's far as hell.
It's super far, man.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to do a tour someday, but like kind of like what Ryan was saying just before this. Yeah. This one is like do what you like to do, and this is like where I feel most comfortable is in the studio and recording, recording whatever I feel like without any limitations or pressure to follow certain guidelines and things. And I feel like touring is like part of that, but I would love to do it at some point under the Glossies name. Yeah. But it would have to be like the right situation with the right people, Yeah. So
that's what we were saying on that last podcast. Like, finding people's hard, man.
Yeah.
Like as you get older, like it's really hard to find people who can just leave.
Mm-hmm.
Can you leave for like 4 weeks? Like for no money?
Right.
Yeah.
With like no guarantee of like sold out venues.
Yeah, exactly, and no guarantees of places to sleep.
Yeah,
because that's why it's definitely has gotten easier through each tour. Like we meet more people in each city, and then we kind of build connections, and hopefully they let us crash at their place, and God bless the people who have. But like,
right, build those connections.
It's hard
and
to, like every time, like, hey man, we're in this city
year
again.
After year.
Like, could we crash again?
I saw you last year. We're coming around next year.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we've made some good friends on
yeah.
tour. Like
That's
all the Austin guys, Brother Sports.
Yeah, Houston. Like, we've made some really great friends.
The guys in DC were cool too.
Those guys are really cool too.
Us.
I'm bummed I didn't get to see them this last time around.
Oh, you didn't?
No. I can't remember what we did in DC. Also, just was killing it in the Booking.com game.
Yeah.
Just finding like pretty decent hotels for like $80.
Really?
Like in
last
Raleigh,
minute too. Like
super last minute. Like after sound check, like what are we doing for tonight?
I know.
Okay, let's just find a hotel.
I know. Like that February tour, it was like we're like driving around Philly and it's snowing.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, hey, like Ruben, like, what's the plan tonight? Like, when are we gonna?
Yeah.
I need a bed.
That was bad. It's like, yeah.
But you're like, I'm figuring out.
Is that when the brakes went bad? Were you there when the brakes went?
I think I had flown home.
Oh.
Right before that went down.
Yeah.
No. Or was it?
You
I had flown in right after you guys resolved that issue. Because I flew into Philly and met you guys there.
Yeah.
And then continued out the tour throughout the East Coast, like
that's
up
right.
to DC, New York, and then back around
Chicago.
Chicago, Cleveland.
Yeah.
And then I flew home from Cleveland, I think. I don't even remember.
Which one do you hit first? I think you hit Cleveland before you. I don't remember anymore.
It's a blur.
Happy dogs in Cleveland, getting those hot dogs.
Yeah. Man,
yeah. That summer Cleveland show we played was awesome. It was like at this like old, like auditorium. You kind of felt like Elvis, It was really rad. Yeah.
Are you trying to do another tour this year?
Hopefully, yeah. It really depends on like when this album's coming out and all that stuff. Like, I think at the timeline I'm at now, it's gonna be like fall.
Yeah,
I think the record's gonna come out in the fall.
That's realistic.
That's realistic, but
and then do a supporting tour, like
hopefully
of the record, and have everything pressed by then.
Yeah, have a label who's gonna do all the work.
That would be fun.
That'd be ideal. So there's just like a lot of work that goes into it before we go.
Yeah, first things first, get the record out.
Just gotta get that. That's the only thing I can control, and just trying to keep everything realistic.
You still happy with the record though?
Yeah.
Hearing the mixes, like, are you excited?
I think we're getting real close, man. I thought we were really, really close, and then I sent it to a few people, and they're like, "Here are my notes," and it's like a fucking long list.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, back to the drawing board, man.
You gotta I think you gotta reel that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, like we've talked about this before, it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Like art is like, songs are never actually done.
They're never done.
You just have to tell yourself they're done.
Yeah.
And everyone's gonna have different opinions. Like, oh, I need more kick, and you should pan the vocal on the right side.
Yeah.
There's a million ways you could do it, but everyone's gonna have different opinion. But I think at a certain point, I think it's good that you send it out to a bunch of people, get a feel for
gotta get that feedback. You can get comfortable with the mix.
Yeah.
If you listen to it and mix enough, you can just be like, well, this sounds good, because you're getting used to it.
You get immune to certain imperfections, and then someone else might point something out to you, and you're like, oh shit, you're totally right.
Now that does bother me.
Like, oh man, I would have never noticed that.
And the only mixing things I'll point out are just like things that will bother me.
Yeah.
Will this bother me?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it will. Okay, then I'm gonna get that fixed.
Yeah.
But usually other things are just like,
Yeah.
I watched an interview with John Congleton, and he talked about like mixing, and he hates like working with people to mix. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, don't ask me to move like one little thing up and down. If you want me to approach it again and give you a whole different mix, I'll do that. But lowering a tambourine isn't gonna make or break your song.
Yeah.
But I'm down to set different approach, a whole new approach. But one little thing here and there, it's not worth it.
Wow.
It's only worth it to you.
Yeah.
But your average fan's like, the tambourine's a little loud. No one gives a shit.
I know. There's so much of that when I'm giving mixing notes. It's like, oh, bring up the snare a little
Just
bit.
a little
and
bit.
Dude, you can just keep going on forever
I know.
and ever and ever, tweaking those little things. It's just like
that's why
crazy.
It's like, yeah. If it's a whole, that's how I kind of went into this next record's mixing process. Like, do I want him to just do this all over again, or are we just gonna move little things? So now we're just moving little things.
Yeah,
but it's worth it. Yeah. I'm gonna listen to this record more than ever anyone else. I think.
I'm
probably.
I'm
know
happy
what I mean?
with that. We got the strings recorded. I've never recorded strings before.
That was new.
That was crazy. I think they sound pretty decent on the record, but strings are hard, man. Strings are hard to record, hard to play, hard to make sound good, hard to keep in tune with the rest of the band.
Yeah.
And it was a few sessions of strings. What was it? A cello and a violin, right?
It was a cello and a violin, and we just like overdubbed.
Yeah, we did so much.
It took like 4 hours to get like one song.
Yeah, but
also the parts weren't written.
We were writing the parts as
can we do something like la 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 la? And then they're like, what? They like wanted charts. Yeah, they want charts. I felt so bad. Like,
we don't know how to write that.
I don't know how to do it.
But no, they were great.
They were really good.
They were really good.
Yeah, like really, when I went la 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 la, they just like figured it out. I was like, oh, that's
really
awesome.
Good ear.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that makes life so much easier.
I'm glad we got that done. It's really cool.
Yeah,
took the record to the next
before
level.
that we just had like the Nord strings, which for some reason didn't bother me on. It bothers me on like Rare Attractions. Like it didn't bother. We like tucked them and they sounded just like a little layer, but these ones had to be like a lot more in your face, and
they have a lot more character.
You could like tell with those Nord strings. It's like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
we need to fix that.
Totally. It was good to have. I'm glad we got them in.
Yeah. So. It's been crazy, man. It's just like, we're just doing what we always do. Yeah. This is just another month and a year of grinding it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
What kind of goals do you have for 2020?
2020, I want to get this record out. I want to possibly do a quick run like we talked about.
Yeah.
But definitely getting something.
Are you going to send this record out to people?
I think I will. Yeah, if I get it done soon enough, and I think I would enjoy sitting on it and at least sending it out before just like finishing it and just being like, nope, self-release. Out, can't stand it anymore type of thing.
Yeah. It's hard, man. Like Ralph did the same thing. I was like, dude, send it to people, and he was just like, no, I think I'm just gonna put it out. Like, I know, because you want it out and you're excited, and
you have to wait.
Give it a shot. Give your record a chance at least. Like
no, I'm definitely down to give it a try. I mean, we sat on Rare Attractions like fully mixed, mastered for a year. Yeah. And
I sat on Call Me even longer.
Yeah.
Call Me was done like in 2015.
2016, I think.
2016.
Yeah. When we went into Rado's house.
Yeah.
And did that. That was, that must have been summer of 2016.
I was working at Purgatory Pizza.
Yeah, that's right. And it came out 2018?
Yeah, it came out 2018.
Yeah.
Came out March 2018 because then I went on tour and did South by. And, yeah, it's insane. It's insane, like being at a job and knowing that I had Call Me in my back pocket, like, oh, this song's going to be sick. I can't wait to put it out, and then sit on it for so long.
I know, it's hard to do. Yeah,
people are telling you, don't put it out. Wait for the right okay. So I was waiting for the right moment. Send it to labels. They love it, but for some reason, whatever, they don't want to work together. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Fuck it. And then I'm sitting there July 4th, and I was back in Santa Barbara 2018, and I was working at I quit one sandwich place to work at another sandwich place, and then I got fired from that sandwich place, and I was like, dude, the record's coming out. Like,
enough of this shit.
I'm done, dude. Like, the record needs to come out. Like, I haven't done anything since 2015, so it's been 3 years. I need to put a record out.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good.
Sometimes a little bit of stress and, situational, bullshit, will force you to get shit done.
Totally. That's why I like this podcast because it's the content in between the records.
Yeah.
You know, something.
It's like something.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday, pump it out.
I don't think, I mean, a lot of people don't realize how hard it is to make a record by yourself.
Yeah.
Like all this writing the song, recording the song,
Yeah.
getting the song mixed, getting it mastered, shopping it around, finding a label, finding press for it. Like all those steps take so much time. People don't even realize.
It takes so much time.
And it's not enough to like put like one record out every 2 years, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just like.
And how many music videos can you make?
I know.
You know? You can only make so many.
Making those. Yeah. Yeah, like artistically and from like a creative standpoint, you want to be putting things out and you get validation from doing that. But when it takes years to do it, you're like, what have I been doing? You know, but you've been working the whole time.
Yeah.
But still, you're at this like 1 to 2 year mark of like between records.
Totally. The promoter in El Paso came up to me and she was just like, so you guys have like taken a break. I may have mentioned this in another podcast, but she's like, you guys have like taken a break for a little bit. I was like, I fucking wish I took a break.
There was no break.
There was no break. I just wasn't touring.
You just weren't seeing it.
Yeah. And you just weren't seeing what's happening. Like, but this is great because then like it's like a state of the union, you know. It's like this is what's happening in my life, and we're gonna talk to friends. And it gives me an excuse to like see friends I haven't seen in a while.
No, I love it.
You just don't like. I don't know. Maybe that's another problem. Like of just like we should hang out, and then people it's like, what do you want from me? You know?
Yeah.
I feel like that can be the thing, but it's like let's have a podcast and.
I think it's perfect because like, usually it's like go hang out with friends and meet at a restaurant or go to dinner or something. Yeah. It's like, no, dude, let's do something artistic. And we get to like have the same conversations that we would have at a bar, you know? Like,
but now we get to put it out on YouTube and
no, I think it's great. And like you feel good after you like did something
it's like, damn,
artistic today.
I did something good today.
Yeah, we got 2
This
hours.
is the fun part. The hard part is going to be like getting all that footage and then all the audio and just like getting on the Adobe Pro and just
syncing
it and like editing it. I'm not gonna edit like at all, but like,
are you doing all that yourself?
Yeah, I'm learning.
Is Rolf helping you at all?
We talk about like how to get things done, but it's really just like YouTube University. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, everything.
Like, how do I cut that? Oh, how do I unlink the audio from the camera, which sounds bad, with the footage? So it's like how to unlink it and then like cut it and
how to type it into the search bar. Like what terms do I write here? Like same with troubleshooting like things on Pro Tools.
I download
or anything. It's like how do I phrase this?
Yeah,
you know,
it's super hard. I downloaded that free Pro Tools.
Oh really?
You know, it's like you get like 3 projects max,
and then you're cut off or something.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, I just pay the subscription for Pro Tools. Like I think it's like $30 or something, $30 a month. Yeah, which is pretty good.
There's just not a great like DAW for Windows because I'm doing all my editing on Windows now, and there's just nothing.
Yeah, I think you can use Pro Tools on Windows.
You can, but like it's not that great.
Oh really?
It's not as easy as like GarageBand, and that sounds so shitty and basic, but like.
I have
GarageBand's so easy.
It's like you're just recording the audio in anyway.
Very simple. Just like
it doesn't make it.
Click that button. Here's a list of fake drummers. Okay, cool. Let's program these fake drummers. Like they're great for demos. I wouldn't say make your record on GarageBand, but you could.
Yeah, people have. It's many great records were made on GarageBand.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
that's why I keep the iPad around. I do all my demos on the iPad.
Yeah, it's not about the gear. It's about the ear.
Dude. That needs to be your motto.
It's someone's motto. I saw it somewhere. Someone said that already.
Oh my god!
But I'll take the cred.
You'll take the credit
for the pod. Well, cool, man. Who do we have coming in next?
I don't know.
I like this. I like this style.
Well, the way that it's going to come out is that it won't matter.
Yeah.
If I even said like, oh, so and so's coming up next, and it's like.
Right.
You might not see that till next month.
I know.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of knocking them out in one day.
We're doing 4 today. Yeah. This is the second one we've done today. And then I'll do 5 in Santa Barbara. That's like 2 months worth of like video content.
Yeah.
And then like we'll host like another session maybe in February. I'll hit you up, like see what days are available.
Yeah, and just do a bunch.
I got some good people lined up for that one though.
Nice. Yeah. Cool. I'm excited.
Hell yeah. Yeah, well, let's just keep this one short and just something to do while we wait for the next guest, and see you soon.
Papa bless.